Hey everyone, I'm here with a quick video on Gladys Knight. Gladys Knight is currently on tour. They're calling it the Queen's Tour. I want to say it's Patti LaBelle, Shaka Khan, and I believe Stephanie Mills and Gladys Knight. Well, Gladys Knight's son is coming out saying that her husband, Gladys Knight's husband, is practicing elder abuse. He said his mother is suffering from early signs of dementia, and her husband got her out there on tour and she's forgetting her words on stage and forgetting where she's at. It said one night she went to the wrong hotel, and a hotel employee recognized her, took her phone, called the sister, and the sister called her manager, and the manager went and got her. And the son filed a complaint against her husband, saying it's elder abuse, and he don't need his mother out on nobody's stage singing. This is a mess. Hold on, let me share screen. Let's take a listen.
She's an icon, an R&B legend.
I'm extremely concerned.
Gladys Knight, a musical force for over 70 years. But behind the legacy,
I don't want my mom out on tour, on a tour bus, wondering where she's at.
Her family says something bad is happening to her and she doesn't even know it.
We went directly to the Department of Human Services.
Only on the Shade Room.
I'm stopping this.
Her son filing a DHS complaint accusing Gladys's husband of elder abuse, forcing her to go on tour, work long hours, knowing that her cognitive health is declining.
He's dealing with my mother. This is my mama.
And what Gladys Knight was allegedly seen doing in the middle of the night that has her family sounding the alarm for her safety.
As her family, we are just concerned about her well-being.
I'm Justin Carter, and this is TSR Investigates. But before we get into it, make sure you go ahead and like this video and subscribe to the Shade Room's YouTube channel for weekly episodes of this show and more.
She was like, if I'm not ever able to do this anymore, you got to be the one to stop it. And I said, well, what do you mean? And I said, what, you're working, you're performing? And she was like, yeah.
It's something Gladys Knight told her son, Shanga Hankerson, in private years ago, something he says he'll never forget. It's why Shanga and his ex-wife, Gloria, reached out to the Shade Room last week with disturbing allegations of elder abuse at the hands of William McDowell, Gladys Knight's current husband of nearly 25 years. Their family dynamic, it has been rocky over the years, as we've seen play out in the media. We're going to get to that in a moment, but Hankerson says as his mom prepares for the second leg of her tour with Shaka Khan, Stephanie Mills, and Patti LaBelle, he says that William McDowell is manipulating people into thinking that Gladys Knight is not struggling when she's getting on stage every night. It led him to drive on down to North Carolina, her home state, and file a complaint with the Department of Health and Human Services.
She's worked like 70-something years of her life, and her legacy and what she's worked for should be respected.
We all know Gladys got hits, and with millions of records sold and 7 Grammy Awards.
I saw this coming, Justin. Everybody who truly loves my mom saw it.
Her youngest son, Shanga Hankerson, whose father is longtime record executive Barry Hankerson, is now fighting to protect his mom and preserve her legacy.
All right, hold on one second because I'm going to stop sharing and I'll share screen again. Sad. It's heart-wrenching. So Gladys Knight's son says his mom has early dementia, accuses her husband of elder abuse. Nationwide, Gladys Knight's son, Shanga Hankerson, says his mother has early dementia and has accused her husband, William McDowell, of elder abuse. He claims McDowell is making her continue touring despite her declining health. Hankerson filed a complaint with the North Carolina Department of Human Services, saying his mother's ongoing performances on the Queen's Tour are taking a toll. He believes McDowell is downplaying her struggles while she shares the stage with Patti LaBelle, Shaka Khan, and Stephanie Mills. Well, not that it is their responsibility, But I wonder why Patty, Shaka, and Stephanie Mills are not saying, like, this is not right, this is not good. He pointed to a concert last summer where Knight allegedly zoned out and forgot to sing her part. He also said her personality has shifted over the past few years, changing from calm and gentle to more aggressive, especially when confused about her location or her husband's whereabouts. She's being made to think that she needs to work. And what that means is that he's not going to be present with her, Hankerson said, according to the Root. Hankerson recorded an incident last year when Knight wandered from her hotel and ended up across town. Staff recognized her but noticed she couldn't clearly explain why she was there. They contacted her daughter, who reached out to longtime road manager Larry Ward for help. Since filing the complaint, Hankerson said he has received several text messages from McDowell, and one McDowell insisted Knight is happy and loved and asked for peace. And another, he warned that involving police or social services could harm what Knight is trying to maintain. McDowell also allegedly told Hankerson that Knight has sundowner syndrome, which can cause confusion in the evenings. But Hankerson claims the family has been kept in the dark about her medical visits and overall condition. Hankerson says he isn't trying to sabotage the tour. He says he simply doesn't want his mother traveling and performing in her state. That's my mom. I truly love her, and I don't care about her ever working a second longer while she's alive. The direction that she's going is pushing her departure, is pushing her to her departure, and I don't want to see that, he said. She's 80, right? And she's worked all her life. I don't know how old her husband is, but he's younger than her. But they've been together for 25 years. But this is sad. I believe the son. And I think the son, has a right to fight for his mother, especially if his mother told him, if it ever comes down to it, you're going to have to be the one to help me. You're going to have to be the one to stop. You would think your spouse and your protector will really protect you. But this spouse is sounding like to me, Kevin Hunter, Wendy Williams' ex-husband. That's what this husband is sounding like to me. I feel like he was in it to spend her money, use her money, and get her money. And at the end of the day, when she passes, probably everything is going to go to him. I wouldn't be surprised if he did something shady and sneaky, and not that this is what the son is thinking about. The son is thinking about his mother, but I wouldn't be surprised if this husband did something shady and sneaky and changed the will, and everything is going to end up going to him. Listen, guys, chat with me in the comments. And you actually, before I say that, let me add this too. He probably got her going on tour. Because if he was, how did she wander out the hotel? That means he's not with her on the tour. So if he's not with her on the tour, where is he and what is he doing? So you sending her to tour these long hours and then you won't even go with her, knowing that she's having these sundowning issues at night? What kind of husband does that? Where they do that at? Well, this William McDowell, that's what he seems to do. I pray the son gets his justice and helps his mom, because something in the water is not clean with this situation. But I also would say this as fellow performers, Patti LaBelle, and like I said, it's not their direct business, but it is their business, right? Shaka Khan, Stephanie Mills. Don't stand by and watch Gladys Knight goes through this. Listen, guys, chat with me in the comments, and when I get opportunity, I will chat back. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you will be notified. If you are a subscriber, welcome back. Everybody, thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts on this story. It's very sad to me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.